It's a Terraria roguelike. I want to say it was Waffle Time, and the reason I want to say that is because Waffle Time is the only Terraria YouTuber that I watch. I want to say it was Waffle Time. Uploaded a video about how there was a mod that made Terraria into a roguelike, and I was like, oh, you know what that means? That means I'm gonna play that. And so far I've played it. I think there's 8 or 9 dungeons to get through, and I beat the first boss, and then died to the second boss. I'm gonna do rifle spear, honestly. Just normal difficulty. I think these characters get deleted when they die, so it doesn't really matter what I name it. Okay, that's this type of rifle. And the spear. Alright, alright. The run was just a pistol sword run, and I didn't really use the sword at all, because melee seems really bad unless you get some like specific good stuff. I mean, it does less damage. What was that called? Reactive microbots, plus 12 diminishing damage reduction while below 50% max life. Okay. You also get like a free double jump and you accelerate faster and whatnot just to make dodging actually like possible. Antique lens. Increased main attack size. I don't know if that does anything for the bullets or if that only... That one's on me. I don't like this rifle that much, I'm gonna be honest. And I think quick restart just gives me the rifle again, I'd have to guess. Yeah, okay, so I guess I'm doing the rifle again. Definitely doesn't help that my spacebar's kind of busted. Ooh, a legendary item, I think. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. Volatile rocket. Attacks explode for 60% total damage. Okay. Seems interesting enough. I'd say that's pretty good. 60% damage increase plus some AoE. Coolant barrel. Bunch of extra attack speed. I hope that makes me charge my shots up faster. Ember bead. Barrier on kill? That's pretty good. Barrier is like real nice from the little bit that I've had of it. So again, I did like one run before this. Like just to test it out, make sure it's actually fun and functional. It is both. Number amber bead. Okay, so now it's 30 barrier on kill. Luckily, it seems like most bosses, I've encountered 2 and beaten 1. So, you know, take my most with a sizable grain of salt, but it seems like most bosses do spawn in like a decent number of ads, so the on-kill effects and whatnot are useful in boss fights. Enemies take bonus damage from within 8 tiles of you. Oh, and it shows me what that 8 tiles is. That's actually really nice. Sucks that I'm using like a long-range rifle. But getting things within 8 tiles actually isn't that hard, even with the rifle. Protective Bubble. Bunch of diminishing damage reduction after avoiding damage. I don't know what they mean by diminishing. My hope is that it means that this is 30 damage reduction, and when I take damage, it slowly diminishes. So if I take like 6 hits in quick succession, each of them gets a decent chunk of damage reduction, but I don't know. Hello. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, I recently changed my name and picture, because it used to be, I'm gonna be honest, confusing. No one knew how to pronounce it, and it was just, like, it was infinitely better. This is technically my 3rd username and picture. But the first one was, like, extremely cringe. It was my original Minecraft username that I made when I was, like, 10. So I just changed it to something real quick. No one knew how to pronounce it. And then now until today, I was away from streaming for, like, a month. So I was like, hey, perfect time to change it to something that actually people can pronounce. Oh, it's just a crash test dummy. Hence the username Crash Test Fool. Because that's me, I'm the Crash Test Fool. Healing fungi, that's nice. Bramble. Oh, this is kind of a cool boss fight. Oh, I see. I was right though, they do spawn in a bunch of stuff, so they're like the hollow, or not the barrier on kill is actually like somewhat useful. Spawn. Okay, it might seem like it might just go in a circle, which is perfectly fine. Shouldn't die here. I think I'm gonna be fine. Yeah. Bonk. Name is FAQ? Fac? Don't call him that. I mean, I made it my avatar. I mean, the name was just kind of something I came up with because I was, you know, without like a computer for a month, so I just had my phone. So I was just looking stuff up. And I got to the Wikipedia page of crash test dummies. Yeah, that's what the picture is. Do I? I mean, my like picture. 1 second, I need to see what these things are. want to sacrifice that bomb. But I was looking, and I just got to the Wikipedia page for crash test dummies and was like, oh, that's kind of funny. And then I was like, well, why not? I need to change my username anyway. That's basically what it was. It was why not. I can get rid of, honestly, the brazen nunchucks. I'm very glad that this works how I thought it did. Upon hitting an enemy, they launch a healing orb. That's actually pretty bad for me because I don't attack quickly, but whatever. No, I don't really need an artist. Yet. I probably will at some point, but I already have a couple in mind. What is this? Flimsy Pauldron? Just 3 damage reduction? That's quite nice. Oh, this is a close one. Cluster Bomb Satchel. Enemies release clusters of bombs on kills. They explode. They do a ton of damage. That's nice. Weather here is wild. It just went from, like, raining to not in, like, 30 seconds. Like, heavy rain to nothing. And I'm not talking about David Cage. Please tell me Heavy Rain's a David Cage game and I don't just look like an idiot now. Good chance? Nice. I can't tell if there's like a beeping sound. And I don't know if it's from the game or from like just a car outside. Let me check actually. Okay, it's a car outside. Sanguine Orb. Lead. That's another one of those good attack speed, especially because that's base damage. It's just like it's flat damage, not a percentage. If it were percentage damage, it'd be still decent with the rifle, but... And don't get me wrong, it still is, actually. Has it been tougher? 8% chance to block. So fun fact about this one. It's just a straight Risk of Rain reference. Risk of Rain, one of my all-time favorite roguelikes. Besides Hades. I was playing Hades before I stopped, before I was away from streaming for a while. And my god, Hades is so good. Haven't even played 2 yet, but times have been tougher. There's a little stuffed bear called Tough Times in Risk of Rain, and it gives you a chance to block attacks. Remedial Tapeworm. Oh, it's another one of these, so this increases the healing to 2. That's nice for bosses. It seems like melee is decent against bosses. So if I keep hitting this dude with my spear, he'll be ejecting like a... ton of healing, maybe. Oh. Man. Yeah, this boss is definitely tougher than the other one. This is the boss that killed me on my first run as well. I should not have looked away from the screen. No! I was so close. Okay. We're trying again. Start with the cannon. I did like the spear. Spear I liked way better than the blade. I think the dagger sounds like trash. And we keep going at normal difficulty. Let me check something before I start. Cannon seems bad, to say the least. With like a ton of attack speed, it seems like it could be really good. Okay, regen after I take no damage. That's good. For how much damage that this cannon does, it doesn't feel like it does a lot of damage. Like, it clearly does 270, but it just doesn't feel like a lot of damage. Oh, yeah, I'm dead already. I'm going back to the pistol. I liked the pistol. Pistol. Skeletons. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Soul steel coating? Enemies drop their soul. Oh, okay, that's the healing thing that's like good. For like clearing, obviously. Pretty damn useless for most bosses. I won't even say most bosses, but a lot of bosses. Decent amount of bosses have good stuff. Ow. Bunny hopper? Jump speed? That's actually really nice. The jump speed is pretty bad at the start here. Oh, thought that would just be the end. I mentioned I'm very bad at video games. What's the lens do again? Main attack size. Because if I haven't mentioned that, it's true. I'm very bad at video games. Weird spot for an enemy to spawn. I just noticed that. It's not like it can... Ow. I was in the middle of saying it's not like it can really do anything to me from there. What does this stacking do? Makes it heal extra, so now they'll heal me for 12. 12%, but also that just is 12 because I have 100 life. Ooh, green item. Heat-seeking chip, slight homing. That's actually real good, because I'm shit at aiming. Oh, there's it. Also just shit at staying alive. Never underestimate the massive advantage of being away from enemies. Okay. Damage reduction under 50%. I keep on clicking, by the way. I'm spam clicking. It's a bad idea because I can just hold down left mouse button to shoot. It's just melee weapons that need like high attack speed to be able to do that. Starting to remember what some items do, which is nice. Thrill of the Hunt. Attack speed and move speed buff. On kill. 15%. Lasts 8 seconds, stacks at 5. Extra copies increase the stack cap by 2. Didn't think that could hit me, that's why I was confident standing there. Okay, chance to block, that's always nice. Okay, so obviously this stacking isn't going to be amazing for boss fights. You know, they have some minions, so it's not like it's going to be useless. But it does make clearing feel quite a bit nicer. Thermite powder. Every second, ignite all vulnerable enemies. Okay. What was the lens? I keep on forgetting. Main attack size. Okay. I don't really think I care for main attack size. Paladin? Paladin, I think I can probably do damageless if I'm paying attention. Paladin was the first boss that I fought that first time. This is Risk of Rain music. So if there was any more, like, if anyone needed any other information that proved that this person was heavily inspired mostly by Risk of Rain. Potentially just, like, illegally using their music. I don't know. I'll be completely honest. I do not know what the legality is on that. I mean, they're not selling it, I don't think. Barbed lasso. Steal life from enemies within tiles of you. Okay, so you deal 20% of your max life, so I would deal 20 damage. And heal for 2%. An extra increase. I wish it increased the range. What the f- Oh, it's my cat. Yeah, I had no clue what that was. I just heard like something like banging, and I was like, what the fuck? Here's my cat being an absolute freak. Which is fairly normal for her. Ooh, Ancient Twig. An enemy has been hit in the past 5 seconds, it's active. Well, active, gain barrier. I think this is always going to be active. Because this, I'd imagine the Ignite counts as hits. Let's check. Okay, it does not. Good to know. Ignite does not count as hits. The nunchucks within 8 tiles. Okay, so things within 8 tiles of me will be taking damage and healing me. And that taking damage and healing me thing scales with that bonus damage. Which is extremely good. And that's the healing orbs. Okay. I mean, this build seems good so far. Granted, I have to fight the Corruptor, but it's going to be perma-ignited. So that'll be quite good for damage. Living Crystal? Just heal us 1 per second. That'll also be quite nice. I mean, plus just the guaranteed barrier generation. I didn't say it, but I was thinking, like, man, I'm going to need, like, more defensive stuff. Because I have some, like, damage reduction items, but nothing really that feels defensive to me. Microbots, what is this? Okay, so now I've got extra, well, below half health. I don't think I have a barrier on kill thing, do I? I do. I was like wondering why that was happening. Sparkle. All enemies are always going to be ignited. I guess this can do extra damage, because this is a 70 base damage ignite. This one will be 150%, or 150 damage, because I deal 100 damage, 150%. So that's nice, that's not bad. Stimpack. Okay. Massive healing when you first enter a room. Alright, I went silent. I have to focus up because I'm not good at games. Worst part is this isn't like helping me really get better at Terraria. I took my hand off the keyboard to scratch my head, thinking that this guy, I don't know, would just stop attacking me. Killed him though. Nice. What does he draw? A little bit of homing? Sure. I don't know what any of these are. Okay, is there anything that I don't really care for? I can get rid of the burning charcoal for this. And honestly, I can get rid of the stim pack for this. Retaliatory Fist. On taking damage, smack a bunch of enemies. Cool. And with this one, get rid of Antique Lens. I'll get rid of Burning Charcoal first. So I already permanently ignite. And if I like what this item does. Enemies take bonus damage above light at a high life. I mean, I'll still get rid of the Antique Lens for it. So now they'll take a ton of damage immediately. Which I think is very good. Ooh, desert. I have not seen this before. Steam Engine. 2 max life for 2 minutes upon killing an enemy. Okay, that's actually quite nice with that vampire thing I have. The barbed lasso, because it's equal to the percentage of my max life. I simultaneously get why it isn't and wish it was permanent, but again, I've played Risk of Rain, and Infusion is one of the most busted items in the game. Oh, Sanguine Orb? Ah, bleeding chance. That's nice, because again, that's flat bleeding, so having a decently high attack speed. With the pistol, especially when I've killed some enemies. Oh, what is this? Hot Pepper. Enemies ignite other nearby enemies on kill. Ignite deals a bunch of extra damage. I hope that that one actually works. The charcoal didn't seem to work at all. So if that one actually does and just gives me a much higher damage ignite sometimes. Sniper kit. Okay. I like it. The massively increased damage is good, especially... yeah. I might want to get rid of this ignite thing at my next opportunity. Like all of the ignite stuff. Rusted shield. Barrier floor becomes 8% of max barrier. Barrier cannot naturally decay below the floor. Okay. So, like to... barrier seems to just be life, so stacking max life as well. But the igniting enemies means that they're unlikely to be... under or above 90% health. And I deal a bunch of increased damage when they're above 90%. But I might get rid of the sniper kit instead and go for big damage, or big ignites. I'm very lucky that none of those were on the height. Okay, I need to just get out of there. Instead of continuously trying to avoid something that I clearly can't avoid anymore. The sniper kit is really good, though. Party honeycomb. Bunch of regen based on missing life. Not bad. Okay, no trade station. Which is whatever. Just gonna let that guy die. Not gonna take too long, and why risk it? Pocket spotter. Crit chance. That's really good. Whimsy Pauldron is just reduced damage taken. Gift box. Produce an item upon entering a new floor. Okay. That's just bonus, like, free items. That's kind of cool. It does nothing for me now, but as long as I survive, it'll actually start giving me value. Is that a bottle of wine? No, that's like pressurized gas or something. Air canister, yep. +1 double jump. Nice. 3 jumps, quite good. I've gotta get rid of one of them. Right? It's the more damage to enemies nearby. Yeah. Either the sniper or the ignite. I feel like one of them's gotta go. Because the ignite is, or not the ignite, or sniper. These things. I'm gonna get rid of those probably. They're just they're getting useless because of thermite, and I really like the thermite powder. Let's see, is there anything else I don't care for, really? If I knew that hot peppers were working, it's kind of hard to tell without getting rid of the thermite powder. What does extra sanguine orbs do? Increase the chance? Okay, even just more bleeding. Sentient putty. Oh, so whenever I get hit, and if I don't get hit for a couple more seconds, I will heal. This is the arena to a boss, clearly. Yep, it's the queen bee, that makes sense. Yeah, that was poorly played by me. Okay, it seems like higher damage ignites do overwrite lower damage ignites. Don't know how I dodged that one, but I did. Phase 2? Or, no, a bunch of bees just went in and killed it. Ooh, a crescent. A lunar charm. Guaranteed to be warped to the lunar sanctuary upon teleporting deeper into the dungeon. Produces an item upon entering the lunar sanctuary. Lunar sanctuary. Okay. And what are these little grenades? See if they're any good. 5% chance to stick a clinging grenade to him. This increases the chance. Yes. I'm honestly going to get rid of the sentient putty as well, just to have a 15% chance. Oh, they don't let me choose the sentient putty. In that case, I'm not, because I want all of these. Anything I want to get rid of from green, because I would love extra gift boxes. Steam engine, if they give me the choice. Yeah, I do like the stacking max life, but I shouldn't press that button, I can tell you that for free. So it should generate 2 new items for me. No, 1 item with higher quality. Bunny hopper for jump speed? That's not bad at all. Just realized that my mic is kind of picking up my keyboard being loud. Sometimes. My keyboard is like, it's broken. First of all, the space bar is half gone. But it's also just legitimately warped. So if I push anywhere other than direct center of it, it wobbles. It's an old keyboard though. I've had it for 5-6 years, I want to say. Running shoe. Yeah, just free move speed? Sure. Okay, extra hot peppers. What does stacking this do? Increases the radius and base damage. Okay, so 3 of these means it has a quite large radius. So 500 base damage and a 17 tile spread radius. What's the tapeworm again? Ah, the healing orb. I might get rid of those, actually. at the next available Lunar Sanctuary. I do not use that for healing very much at all. Especially not with the fungus. I'm noticing now that the homing's a little janky. Okay, so let's press the sort button. I'm kind of willing to get rid of this. Sentient Putty, Remedial Tapeworms. That's about it, I think, for what I'm willing to get rid of. But if it lets me... Oh, Skeletron, okay. Oops. Hate this attack right here. Damn it. Skeletron down. Ooh, what is that? Shotgun assembly kit? 4 times main attack. Oh, dude. It takes me forever to fire now, but I'm going to deal so much damage. Memory foam. Memory foam could be okay. What are these ones? These are just crit chance. Let's do this. Okay, they don't let me get rid of the sentient buddy. I don't know what this is, but I don't think I want to get rid of any of these. Maybe the hardy honeycomb. I do have... I want to see what this is the big thing. But, I mean, so what? This is up to 20 HP, really, up to 19 HP per second. Up to 19 HP per second, and it's, this might be a bad idea, but I want to see what this wolf head thing does. Primeval Rattle. Move speed diminishing buff every time you restore 10 barrier or 10 health at once. That seems really good. That's every kill. So I get 30 barrier on kill. If I can get 4 of these, 3 more ancient twigs, that would be every 1 2/3 seconds if I get hit, if I hit enemies. I think that was a good trade overall. Okay. This is Risk of Rain music. It's one of my favorite songs. Gives me very like wet fur vibes from Spelunky. I just realized that I don't think that always picks up, so I just kind of go like, not exactly my best. I think I'm fighting Moonlord. Which ones were these again? Oh, just free healing per second. That's quite nice. Okay, more barrier on kills, pretty damn good as well. The Moonlord's eyes, I didn't even notice that they tracked you like that. That's so cool. You probably do that in the base game, but I'm always so distracted during that fight. Oh, those are attacks. Okay, those aren't enemies. That explains why they aren't ignited as well. Man, the shotgun with the slight homing capabilities effectively means it doesn't actually have a spread. Automatic defib, every 20 seconds in an active run, pulse to heal for a bunch of life. 30% max life, which means that that's going to trigger this every time, which means every 20 seconds or every kill, I gain some. And this lasts for, so it's basically this is 10 seconds on, 10 or 9 on, 11 off. Assuming I don't get any kills. What time is it as well? Okay, as soon as I'm done with this run, which hopefully is a win. It seems like it's going to be a win. Oh, that's dangerous. Yeah, it seems like Sniper Kit plus Shotgun Kit combined is extremely strong. The homing is also very much helping. Shotgun Kit plus homing. Moonlord down. Moonlord phase 2. Or not. Escape. Oh, it's a 5-minute escape sequence, so this is Risk of Rain again. I think that's actually Risk of Rain 2 that has the escape sequence. I'm pretty sure 1, and by extension Returns, don't actually have escape timers. Which, either way, doesn't matter. All 3 Risk of Rain games are extremely good and extremely fun. And I need to play more of them. I know it probably doesn't matter, but maybe it does. Seems to matter a little bit. I do love this getting kills gives me stacking move speed thing. Being a drone buddy? Okay, and when there's no enemies around, it heals me. But when there are enemies around, it deals damage to them. I'm moving actually just too fast. Oh, there it is. Yeah, reducing the time is actually nice on that. With future runs, it doesn't really matter too much for this run. I would say this run is as good as over, really. Only reason I'm even picking these items up is on the off chance that they make me fight the big-ass brain that just flew away at the end here. Which they might. There's like a pretty good chance they do, actually. Okay. I do want some more of these twigs, actually. Is there anything green I can give up? I can give up a couple defibrillators. I want 3 of these. I'd be willing to give up to 3 defibrillators. They only let me do 1. I'll get rid of the boxes at this point. So this should be 10 barrier. And if I can get rid of the lunar charm for this, because I'm fairly certain the run's over. Giant door shield. A bunch of damage reduction for barrier health? I have a lot of barrier almost always. That is extremely nice. Yep, okay, you gotta fight the brain. The true brain of Cthulhu. I mean, if you've ever played any roguelike, sometimes you just have those runs that are just too strong. Like the, oh, you don't take any damage, and you deal a ton of damage. This isn't like damage dealing wise, this isn't one of those too strong runs, but like I'm just absurdly tanky. And honestly, I do deal like a ton of damage, obviously. This is the final boss, and I'm killing it like really quickly, honestly. At the end? Looks like that's it. Nice. I'm doing the absolute classic. There's been no confirmation that that's actually the end, and I have taken my hands off the keyboard. I'm not going to pick up my water bottle yet, because I know what happens when I pick up my water bottle. Another boss fight spawns in. Nope. Nice. Seems like a really strong... I mean, that obviously was an extremely strong run, being 41 minutes long. So this seems like... Yep, I'm not surprised there was some calamity stuff there. I thought I recognized some enemies and stuff. But yeah, this seems like it's about an hour long runs. That's not bad. I can definitely... I can slot an hour into most streams. Probably.